Has it been? Hello, everyone. Brand new day. It's a brand new dawn has arose. You know what? And I am beginning to realize from what I'm seeing and all these years I've accumulated on this earth, we've been lied to so much. It's hard to know what to believe. So I'm just going to be brand new and learn all I can and do my diligent research uh, and just come to the conclusion that I come to. Because people will say anything for some money. Anybody. Some of the stuff that I hear people saying, I'm like, yeah, right. People love to rewrite history. And I look at history as just like everything else, just something to do. Because pretty soon, we all going to be history. And not everybody is going to know the truth. People are going to tell lies. They do that now. But you can leave a legacy. Write down that. I mean, that still don't mean that it's going to be told the right way, or anybody going to really even care. Because I come from a family that don't really read, that don't really like history. So I'm thinking, because anybody can, you can go at any time. Anything can happen to anybody, anywhere, anytime. And I'm looking at all these books I have. I'm sure they would keep books because they got a bookshelf that's mostly all my books. Because they read certain books. I read all kind of books. But I don't want them to just be sitting there. I want people to learn from them. I want people to get a sense of what is really going on because I know how we grew up. I used to love to look at cowboy and Indian movies and stuff, not knowing really what they did to the Indians. You had some bits and pieces of, they had to show that yes, they was treated bad. Yes, black people was treated bad, but we didn't know the real deal. And you don't realize that while this cowboy movie is going on, they are fighting. Well, sometimes you've seen it in some of the movies, but they was fighting like four different fights on four different fronts. They was fighting the Mexicans. They was fighting the slavery. They was fighting the French, fighting the British, fighting. So we are dealing with people that love to fight, don't care about dying. They are so uh, brainwashed that they're willing to kill, to die for a piece of land. And they're good at psychological warfare, biological warfare. They are the ones that gave the Indians blankets with smallpox on them. So they will stoop to the lowest low to get what they want. And we, as especially as uh, Black people, we should realize that we are up against animal-like, not quite human people. And we can't be scared. We can't be scared because they're gonna kill you anyway, whether you're doing something or not. How many movies have we seen that this Black people, this especially Rosewood, she's literally out there on the porch pleading with these white people, and they shot her anyway. They are the ones that will chew you up and spit you out. And they will get Black people to do it too. They literally got Black people out there helping them destroy the Black people. How do you uh, uh, fool yourself? What do they see when they look in the mirror? I know they see an Oreo. They see a Black man that wants to be white, and they have put it in their mind that, oh, those Black people, those not like us. But I bet you any amount of money, you won't catch them in one of them sundown towns. You won't catch them in certain areas after dark. I bet you that. They ain't stupid. They may be ill informed, but they ain't stupid. Hmm. I do recommend this book, Rich Thanks to Racism. And if you want to get smart and be smart, you have to stop. You only could take in. You have to do your own research and stop listening to these talking heads like me. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not on the Trump train. I'm not trying to make money off of his criminality and stupidity and craziness. No, it's too negative. We need more positive in our lives. We need more uplifting of the woman, and we need to put that Black woman back on her throne. I'm just going to read a few of the subject heads, some of the chapters. Rich thanks to racism. The racism profiteers. Yes, the ones that profit off of racism is the ones that uh, the stupid ones and the misunderstood and the misinformed navigates to them and get them elected. The squandered brilliance of our youth. Tough on crime for you. Serve and protect for me. From Jim Crow to Wine Crow. Defeating Goliath. Conclusion, a Declaration of Independence. And all the stuff that they are talking about, it don't mean nothing. As we can see, they could do whatever they want to do. It's time for us to do what we need to do. Now they out there talking about the this administration in the White House done deleted stuff out the Constitution. So what? Big deal. That don't mean that it's gone. He's still in the White House until he is put in handcuffs or put on trial. What is the point? These ain't nothing but talking heads to get likes and get a paycheck from YouTube. It's their job. It's their job. And what we need to be concerned about is what the courts is doing. Even though uh, what the law says, what the law is doing, we need to just concentrate on the law and the courts and the judges. And these people, all they do is just tell us what he's doing. And until something happens, what's the point? They really, I mean, yeah, he's not going to wake up one day and be a changed man and start acting like a decent person. So why do we need these everyday updates on all the crap and the stupid stuff he's doing? Him and his administration. I have never seen so many rotten people in my life in one administration. And they said it. This is the sad part. This is the sad part. We heard about all of this before he got elected. We heard it at every corner. They kept telling us this is what's going to happen. This is who he is, and he still got elected, even though we all know he cheated. But he was only able to cheat because people actually voted for him. People actually voted to get ran over by a train. They actually voted for a rapist, fraudster, cheater, liar, and thought that they was going to make their life better. If you're working in a bank and a bank robber come in there, is that bank robber coming in there to make your life better? Oh, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I've never heard anybody that got fired from a job get rehired. I've never heard of that before in my life. But now we seeing that this really is a garbage country. We're just pretending. That is not. All these rich people and all these glamorous celebrities and stuff, they just making an asshole fool out of us, keeping us distracted. They all are nothing but disciples of distraction. But it's time for us to take off the veil and to stop being distracted and to be brand new history, brand new future, brand new everything. Thank you for listening. And there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I done totally forgot. Oh yeah, I want to mention that the kids are going back to school, and they're going into a whole nother uh, triangle, trinacle. What am I trying to say? Well, I just say a messed up school system. So we're gonna have to be on our P's and Q's. We're gonna have to make sure we stay on stay on top of it. If you see something's wrong, say something. Talk to our kids. Help them with their schoolwork. See what they're learning. Go to the school at least once a week inside the school. Talk to the principal. Get to know who your principal is. Get to know who the assistant principal is. Get to know who the teacher is. Look them up. Read their bio in the school website and keep a record of all your kids' school work and all of their. Make sure you ask your kids what's going on in the school, because what I've noticed is a lot of times kids don't come home and tell you what's going on in the school, or if they have programs coming up, because we want to make sure we are at every program. We want to support our children in every aspect of their school year. Get them in extra curriculums. Get them involved in the school. And most of all, hug your kids when they go to school. Hug them when they come home. Give them a kiss on the forehead. Tell them you love them. Tell them I trust you. Ask them questions. Make sure they ask you questions. Always make sure you talk to them and that they are asking questions. Ask them how did they feel, you know, and go over the rules and regulations in the school. Make sure they know the punishment and also the rewards. Do something special for this whole class sometimes. We have to be brand new. We can't keep doing the things that we're doing because it's not helping us at all. Not at all. And I just made a segment about they are putting uh, books in the classrooms that are uh, teaching our kids lies. And if you're going to school, if your kids going to school and they're not coming home with homework, give them homework. If they're not doing science projects, you have them do science projects. because my grandson went to school last year in the 5th grade, and he did not do one science project. No homework. This is crazy. This is mind boggling. It's really, really sad. And most of all, keep him off that TV. Let me see here. Take them to get their checkup before they go to school. That's what I did that every year before they went to school. I made sure that I took them for their yearly checkup before they go to school. All right. I will be back later. And make sure your kids go to school looking decent and proper. And make sure they are clean and their hair is done and they are proud of who they are and their family. You want them to be happy and proud of their family. When we go up there, we're going to look good. We're going to talk good. We're going to put a good impression in that school because our kids deserve respect. Thank you and have a wonderful day.